Okay, I'm back, and this is video 17 where I'm going to show you guys how I use mandates to collect all of the supreme laws and also collect some Eureka pills. So in the last video I showed you guys how derivative calculation works, but I'm just going to do a quick explanation of that. So derivative calculation is a miracle that you can learn in the manual pavilion, and that can be used to spawn sect events, which are events that pop up over here. As you can see from the last video, Manifesting Cave is the one that I spawned. However, when you're trying to unlock different laws, you want to unlock Manifesting Mandate event, because that's the one that will give you different laws. And your chances to succeed derivative calculation are based on your attainment and your luck and your intelligence. So your attainment divided by 40 multiplied by your luck plus your intelligence. And I have enough stats to have 100% success rate on this disciple that I have with high luck and intelligence, and I was able to boost their attainment by equipping the Heavenly Talisman, which is a talisman that I learned from the manual pavilion, and I got that manual to learn that talisman from Primordial Symbols Law. As you can see, it's in here. And then if I had a Primordial Symbols Law cultivator, then I could also reduce attainment if they were Primordial Spirit, but I don't right now. My Primordial Symbols guy is still cultivating, but they don't have to be Primordial Symbols to learn the Heavenly Talisman, which is the main one that you need to increase attainment. So that's pretty much everything that you need to be ready to do derivative calculation, and it costs 10 lifespan. So you just have to spam this skill to spawn the different events and consume lifespan. So I'm just going to move forward with doing that and show you guys what that looks like. This guy needs to break through. So right now I'm just going to have, as you can see, this is the first one that popped up since I just started replaying, and I got a mandate on the first try, so that's really nice. So once you get the mandate, as you can see, there's a message that tells you about the mandate, and then another message telling you whether or not the derivative calculation succeeded or failed. So it's going to pop up in this location, and then you can just adventure to this location. And if you have a good law match with whatever manual, whatever law that's there, then you'll unlock that law. And as you can see, I'm running cats, and cats have pretty good stats, so I should be good for accepting teaching on these laws. However, I do also like to take by force and the chance that accepting teaching doesn't work. And for your disciples that you want to collect the mandates, you want to increase their stats so that they can be closer to all laws, obviously. So you want to equip a Heaven Sent Talisman on them, and then you want to get Spiritual Traveling and Departing Shadow to increase your speed, or you want to take a Forestier Talisman just to unlock extra locations on the side while you're at it. So with these guys, I think I'll do Departing Shadow, since that increases my Adventure Fly speed, and then I'll do Heaven Sent and Forestier. And let me also just confirm that everyone has that equipped. Departing Shadow, Forestier, and Heaven Sent. Departing Shadow, Forestier, and Heaven Sent. And then this guy is the one that's doing the calculation, so I'll just keep that Heaven Lent Talisman and Heaven Sent on, and then unequip once they're done using up all of their lifespan to spawn these events. So pretty much as events come, you want to send disciples out to collect them. But ideally you would have like a different cultivator, or like a golden core cultivator to spawn these mandates with good intelligence and luck, because golden core cultivators can do derivative calculations. So that's just nice to have if you have like a spare guy to call these mandates while your main guys adventure, instead of losing one main guy. And also, if you want to increase law match and you have the Wuding DLC, then there's different manuals. There's a manual that will increase all your stats by 30%, but I'm just going to go into Manual Pavilion and search 5 attributes. So as you can see, this manual right here comes from the Nimbus law. It's called Landscape Evolution, and it's going to increase all your 5 attributes by 30%, which is really good for getting mandates. And then on top of that, there's Visceral Blaze, which will increase your 5 attributes by 5%. So you can get a 35% increase in your 5 attributes, which is good. And then besides that, there's also a Nimbus Law manual that will increase your law match. And the reason why you increase your stats when you're doing derivative calculation is because you want to have a good law match. So if you couldn't afford the inspiration for this manual, then you also want to use this to increase your law match. However, I don't really see a benefit to doing that right now because I'm done cultivating, so I don't need to increase my law match. And however, increasing my 5 attributes by 30% does have some benefits to it, although the benefits aren't really necessary. I can't really think of any reason why I would want to increase these 5 attributes besides increasing their luck, which I wouldn't even need for anything. So I think I'll just move forward with not learning these. Well, I'll go with this one because 30% is actually a big boost, so that may help me. But I'm just thinking about different ways that I want to save inspiration. So let's also see how much this would cost on this guy. Okay, it's not too bad. So I'll just learn Landscape Evolution and then leave it like that. See, as you can see, this guy can't even learn it. So I'm kind of going like way past what I need to do by learning it on these guys. Then of course this guy couldn't learn it because they had the Heavenly Talisman equipped, which increases their attainment, but they should be able to learn it now since they have 300 inspiration. So now everyone besides Mao 3 has Landscape Evolution, which is sad because Mao 3 actually seems to have the best 5 stat spread, and so if they had Landscape Evolution, then that would be super useful for them. However, I'll just wait to get that extra law from the mandate. And then this guy's ready to break through. And then while that guy's adventuring, I'm just gonna keep doing derivative calculation. As you can see, I failed because I reduced my attainment. So let me toggle this back on and then do some more derivative calculations. And these messages would normally wouldn't pop up, but I do have that mod that shows me some extra information. And then I just got the message stating that the derivative calculation failed because in psych messages I have these secrets turned off, so I have them on neglect. So pretty much I have it set so that I'm only seeing mandates and these other ones. So let me also turn these off. I really only want to see sacred traces of ancient book. And then right here, this is addition due to the mod. It's called DC pop-up. I'm assuming this one will make it so that that derivative calculation pop-up will stop coming, like just showing me like whether or not it failed or succeed. And I know it's going to fail because I know I have like the stats to get 100% success rate. So I'm really grateful that I have this mod. Or maybe it's this one right here, the result notifications. I'll turn off failure. Then let's see what happens with this. Oh, this is my Abbott. Oh, nice. So this is also giving me more information on the sidebar, which is nice instead of having it be a pop-up. But as you can see, I spawned another Manifesting Cave, which is a good event. However, there are like certain stats that you need for Manifesting Cave that I don't really want to worry about getting right now, but Manifesting Cave is really good for collecting items. So I still got that pop-up, which is what I don't want. So let's see if I can see what's up with this mod and change that. So I'll change the pop-up. So I think they're differentiate between the pop-up and the notification. So if I get the mandate, then I'll get a notification, and now I just disable pop-up. So I believe that's how the mod works. This is my first time using this mod, so let's see. Okay, yeah, so I'm doing derivative calculation, and these are passing. As you can see, I got another worldly secret, and I got manifesting cave, and then as you can see, I got this other one, which I'm not sure what that is. Okay, traces of a just sect. So you can see these events are happening. However, I only have pop-up set to be for mandates. So now that I'll show you guys how to do that, this is pretty much how you would do it. It costs 10 lifespan, so you pretty much just go to multiple operations mod and then choose derivative calculation. And I have 636 lifespan. I like to leave a little bit room, so I'll just do 60 derivative calculation to consume 600 lifespan and leave myself with 36. So as you can see, I just got a mandate, and then once you get a mandate, you want to send out a disciple to collect it. However, I do recognize that I don't have my invisibility talismans equipped. That's the main one that I actually want to have equipped, so I'll send these guys out for one round just to show you guys what that looks like, and then I'll equip the invisibility talisman once they come back. So I'm just getting messages about the mandates. So apparently I spawned another mandate in Mount Shu. So if I do this, it says mile 1, and then it says primordial alchemy law. So if I do take it by force, then I have a chance to just get the law outright without meeting any stat requirements. However, if I do accept teaching, then I can unlock the law given I get the stat requirements. Also, if you try to take it by force, you remove the secret, but if you do accept teachings, then the secret stays there, so you can go there and try again. So that's also the benefit of being able to accept teaching and raising cats that have like a more even stat spread, is because it's more like safer, and you're losing less. You're getting more lifespan. I mean, you're getting more bang for the lifespan that you're spending. And honestly, I don't know if this guy has 100% law match with primordial alchemy law. So I'll just do accept teaching and hope that it works. Nope, it didn't work. So that just shows you how that looks. So as you can see, I'm continuing to get more mandates, and you don't know which mandates you're getting until you actually venture to the location. And then traces of ancient book, that's a really good one. And I'm pretty much just waiting for mile 2 to get back, so that I can have everyone start to like collect everything together. So mile 1 needs to learn landscape evolution, and then besides landscape evolution, you want to have derivative calculation on all of your disciples, because if you want to do traces of an ancient book event, then if you have derivative calculation or feng shui identifying miracle, which are the two miracles for divination, then you have a higher chance of divining the book's location. And for traces of ancient book, you'll unlock a lot of like really good and really useful late game books that just give you like you can unlock like location manuals. You can unlock books that will give you like different pill recipes that you don't have, different talisman recipes. Basically, Traces of Ancient Book will give you like the best manuals in the game. So you want to have either derivative calculation and feng shui, or feng shui identifying. Feng shui identifying is used to view the activation requirements of a feng shui relic. So like this item that I put right now, which made my Hellgate ominous, is making my Hellgate ominous because I can't see the requirements of the item and I'm not meeting the requirements. So you can unlock the requirements of spirit relics with feng shui identifying. However, I don't use that miracle that much, so I would rather just have my guys have derivative calculation instead of feng shui identifying and worry about that later. And plus it just makes sense because these are the first generation disciples, so they all ideally will have derivative calculation so I can use it. And then also when you successfully get a mandate, you'll get a Eureka Pill, which can be used to gain inspiration, and that would be your main source of getting inspiration early on until the agencies are built. So pretty much we're just waiting for Mao 2. So this is Primordial Alchemy Law. I believe cats are really close to Primordial Alchemy Law, so I'll just do a step teaching. Yep. So as you can see, I unlocked Primordial Alchemy Law and I got a Eureka Pill. Eureka Pills are very, very important because they will give you loads of inspiration. So this is a great way to farm them, and then you can also sell Eureka Pills for 1,500. So this is also a good way to make money too. So as you can see, I'm getting all the events, they're just flowing in. Emotion Severing Law, this is the law that cats are pretty much naturally inclined to. So if you're playing on cats and you get Emotion Severing Law with mandates, you always want to do a step teaching. And because cats, they just naturally have like a near 100% law match with Emotion Severing Law, because it's very similar to Sunflower Refining Law. As you can see, it's just like a little bit more stats. And that law is also really good. So you can see I'm just unlocking all extra laws, and I'm doing it pretty effortlessly. So just having this guy return, and I already unlocked 2 laws, and there's only 5 extra laws that you want to unlock. Let's see, snake. Let's kill this guy. I wonder what my bear is doing, because they should have been made it to the next stage. Okay. Oh, they're on the Golden Grid Breakthrough, which is why they're doing that. Let's turn them off Cultivate and then have them on Mind. And it seems that my outer disciple has finished creating all of those thin clothing. So as you can see, I have a lot of quality 100 thin clothing. And I think I want to make more. Yeah, I have way more. So I'll just make like 10 thin pants and 10 Demon High thin shirts. And just keep going. And then once I get to the point where I have enough clothing for my whole sect, then I'll just start to sell Demon Beast hide. As you can see, this Eureka Pill gives 150,000 inspiration. However, this amount that you get is also dependent on, it can be increased by the cultivator's mental state, and it can also be increased by the cultivator's learning speed. So you want to maximize learning speed and mental state before you consume Eureka Pills to get the most inspiration out of it. And as we know, Mao 1 is my one disciple that has the really good learning speed. So if I increase their mental state to pristine by equipping the Story Talisman, let's see if I can find that. I can showcase how much of a gain you can get from Eureka Pills. So my guy has 1,430,000 inspiration right now. So 1.4 mil inspiration. I don't know why it was so hard for me to think about that. And I'm going to consume the Eureka Pill, which gives 150,000 at base. So let's see how much they gain. Oh, I didn't even equip the Story Talisman. So they gained 600,000 inspiration from just that without even being at pristine mental state. So let me also equip the Story Talisman this time. And then there's also the Civil Prosperity Talisman. Don't forget about that one, because that one will increase their learning speed even further. So that guy, he just got 600,000 inspiration from one Eureka Pill, or 570,000 if you want to be exact. And then I just increased their mental state and I increased their learning speed, assuming that I equipped the Civil Prosperity Talisman. So let's turn that off. So now they're at 392%. And now let's find another Eureka Pill, just to be greedy and showcase. I believe that Mao 2 is coming back with the Eureka Pill, because I did unlock 2 different laws. So yep, they came back with the Eureka Pill, and I'll eat it as soon as this disciple moves it over. And I was at 2 million, and now let's see where I get to now. now I'm at 3.1 million. So I went from gaining 600,000 inspiration to gaining 1.2 million or 1.182 million inspiration from one Eureka Pill. So as you can see, this is why I focus on learning speed, and this is why I don't really worry about agencies as much early game, because I can just use that to unlock to get a lot of inspiration. But this is why you want to get the Primordial Spirit, because you're not always going to have cats with good law match, so you're going to need to be able to take the mandates by force. And I'm going to actually set my disciples up to do that now. So I want to take Departing Shadow, Talisman, and then I also want Spiritual Traveling. No, I want Departing Shadow because that's going to give me the best adventure fly speed bonus, and then Heaven Sent so that I can get the stat bonus. And then I also want the Invisibility Talisman. So let's just make sure everyone has Departing Shadow and Heaven Sent Talisman first. The Force-Seer Talisman is definitely a loss. However, I'll just have to do without it because I'm more focused on getting these mandates and not increasing my sect rep, since my guys are not ready to really fight any enemies that will come once you get 2000 rep. Heaven Sent, Departing Shadow equipped, and then Malfoy is the one that's going to be... Oh, they already did derivative calculation, so they finished their derivative calculation, so now I can take off this talisman and then put on the Heaven Sent and Departing Shadow and Invisibility Talisman for them. So now let's just equip my Invisibility Talismans, and then once I collected all the mandates or try to take them by force, I'll start to do some more, and then it just keeps going. You just keep getting richer and richer, and then also do some traces of ancient books if you have derivative calculations. So I think I need to get some inspiration on Mouth 2 for sure, and Mouth 3, so that they can do those traces of ancient book things. And I remember that Mouth 1 or Mouth 2 left before they could learn Landscape Evolution. So let's make sure I have that on them. Okay, I do. And this one also has Landscape Evolution. Yep, I can see that. Okay, now it's time to do these mandates again. So they pretty much just show up in the order that you unlock them. And then if you like go down here, like this is pretty much how I keep track of my mandates. I'll like scroll down to where it's at, and then the game will actually remember where you were at when you scrolled. So if you go back into World and go to Secret, you'll be at that same spot. So then that kind of gives you a good idea of like where your guys are adventuring to and which mandates you've already collected, because it can get really annoying when you're trying to adventure and collect mandates and you're like, there's so many disciples, so you're just going to like different locations multiple times when you don't need to. So that's just something that I do, and that's just me explaining it. So, and then also you if you're in a pinch, then you may want to prioritize the closer mandates. So like usually the ones that have these could be like Mount Full Moon, Mount Baron, so these guys are like really close to you. So if you have a lifespan to spare, then I would say definitely go for the ones that are mainly closer if your guys aren't that fast. So yeah, we're just gonna move forward doing mandates. And this is when things start to really ramp up, since I won't be limited by inspiration, and I'll just be able to just pretty much go crazy. And I just have to remember that the next one that I would be doing is this one. I remember that I was looking to get the Menthol Shard. Okay, they have this one that increases learning speed already. I'll take this blue Thought Shard because this other blue Thought Shard is about to run out, and I don't see any other Menthol Shard, so that's just unfortunate. However, I still don't have the law that I want to practice for the Tiger, so I'll be cool. As you can see, these guys are just cultivating extremely quickly. but they'll be throttled by the adventure breakthrough too, so that's just a disadvantage of cultivating laws that have the adventure breakthrough. Now 7, you're ready. Then this guy needs to be sent out as an abbot. So let's send them to somewhere that can produce items. So this can produce spirit stone, so I'll send them there. I remember I did A, B, C, F, so I think I should do E, but I'll do G just because I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay, so I definitely need to do E next if I'm gonna continue my alphabet setup. I don't know my ABCs, guys, I'm sorry. So yeah, this is just doing mandates and training up these guys. As you can see, this guy has encountered 7 slaughtering swords. So 7 slaughtering sword is something that's more in line with tigers. So I doubt that Mao 1 is able to collect this. So I'm going to try to take this one by force. So if I just go into the wiki page, I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So this law requires a high amounts of con, and I just don't think Mao 1 has that high con. I don't remember their stats. I don't remember their stats exactly, but I'm sure that they would fail if I tried to do this. So I'll just try to take it by force, and I failed it, but because I have an invisibility talisman, I only gained 35 rep. Now let's see. Yep, as you can see, Mao 1 has really low con, so they wouldn't have gotten that anyways. But you pretty much just gotta rely on the visibility talisman to keep your sec rep low. Because I'm at 1200, so I just don't want to be at 2000 before I can, before I have everything farmed out. Primordial Alchemy, I'm pretty sure this is very in line with cats. So yeah. 7 slaughtering sword again, Mao 4. Let's try to take that one by force. That's the one that I want to. Let me actually see. Okay, so all of these guys don't have the con requirement, so I'm gonna have some troubles collecting that. However, you can send any disciple, and this guy, the tiger is made for 7 slaughtering sword, so I'm sure they can collect it, and then this guy can also collect it because bears have high perception and con, just like tigers. So if you go here, I only need 4 luck, so, and this bear has 5 luck. So the next time I encounter 7 slaughtering sword, I'm just gonna send this core shaping bear out to collect it. However, you can't take by force with disciples that are less than primordial spirit, or they will get injured and you'll lose sec rep. But you can leverage that to your advantage and use that to continuously reduce your sex reputation as you're collecting mandates. So that's just one trick that people do. I believe the Great Desert was the one that I took note of. So I was going to continue to do mandates. Mao 3, Primordial Alchemy, I'll accept teaching. It's really about like just remembering like what stats your guys have and which laws are good for each animal. And then Mao 2 is back from adventure, and then so is Mao 4. So this is just a big management process. And then Traces of an Ancient Book. I know Mao 4 has derivative calculation, so I'll send them out to get that. Show you guys what Traces of an Ancient Book can give. Mao 3 just got back. So Mao 3 doesn't have derivative calculation, but they are at pristine mental state. So I do want to consume a Eureka pill just because I'm farming so many that I don't need to worry about them. As you can see, I already have 2 more so that I can learn that manual. Let's see how much inspiration they gain from this Eureka pill. So they gain 700,000 inspiration which is amazing. Even though, you know, it's not 1.2 million, but it's good enough. So now I can start to learn this on this guy so that he can also do Traces of Ancient Book, and then just keep moving forward. And I'm running with 8 disciples that I'll have in this formation, and I also have the Heaven Stone Law Bear, and I have all these other and I have my Talisman Crafter, and then I think I have another disciple that I'm not thinking about. So I have more than 10 disciples that I need to train up, so I need to farm loads of Eureka Pills, like a lot of them. So I think having about like 10 Eureka Pills for each cultivator is like what I like to have. However, even that may be like a little bit too overboard, but it's going to be really quick for me to farm that amount, and I have no problem with farming 50 or 90, I guess, Eureka Pills. Actually, I'm like, wow, no, I'm thinking about my first 5 disciples. No, I need 90 because I'll have 9 Ender disciples, I believe. Let's see. So right now I have 10 Ender disciples, and then I have the Tiger, so that's 11. So I need to farm 110 Eureka Pills if I just want to be in a spot that I like to have. Motion Severing, that's always easy. And then I'm not re-unlocking these laws, but I'm just using this to farm Eureka Pills. So now that Mile 3 has learned that, I'll venture here. And then now that I have enough Eureka Pills, I can also increase their adventure fly speed to make them fly to these locations quicker. So that Mile 5 is at the breakthrough, I'll put them on default. And I want these guys to do their Golden Core breakthrough soon. However, I do want to unlock all the laws first, so that they can have the maximum bonuses that they would need. Let's see where Mile 7 is at. They're at the breakthrough too, so I'll turn them on default and let them get their mental state up. And then do Traces of Ancient Book. I need to change my sect messages to be concerned, and then I need to check why that I didn't see a message with that. Sect relation, ignoring. Yeah, I have no clue why that didn't pop up, but we'll see what happens when they get back. Mile 5 has reached the limit. So they're at their Golden Core breakthrough stage. Mile 2 mandates Myriad Artifact. Actually, I'm not sure what this law looks like, so I'll just search it up on the wiki. I spelled something wrong. I'll search artifact. Myriad Artifact law. So I bought these guys from cages, so they definitely have high perception, and they definitely have high luck and intelligence because they're cast. So I think this should be good. Yep. So I got Myriad Artifact law. This is the law that you would use for artifact crafting, because there's this manual right here. Let's see, which manual is it? There's a manual that will increase the base artifact quality, crafting quality bonus. Which is what will determine whether or not you can make a artifact into a T12 artifact. So Myriad Artifact is the only law that has that, so it's really good for artifact crafting. I believe it's in one of these things. Yeah, I believe it's the base artifact crafting success rate bonus, not the artifact quality, because artifact quality is also good because you want to have 100 quality artifacts to max out the artifact power. However, you want that one with fire, which is all the way at the bottom, that says base artifact crafting success rate. So that's just going to increase your chance to making a tier 11 artifact into a tier 12 artifact. So definitely nice to have a Myriad Artifact Cultivator. Desert has been assigned, and I do want to create some brownstone. Always choose brownstone if you can, and then spirit stone, just so that you don't like run out of brownstone. And then some of these guys are back from adventure. I think I do have enough Eureka pills to learn adventure fly speed on all of my guys, so I'll move forward with doing that. And then I'm on day 70, so let's try to catch day 71. Mandate, Primordial Alchemy, of course, Eureka pill, easy money. So yeah, we're just moving along. Let's also trigger this Chi Fountain since it's been a while. And then if I go to Sect Laws, I pretty much, looks like I have, there's 5 extra ones, so let's see. Besides Law of Nimbus Conquest and Heavenstone Law and Primordial Symbol Law. Or sorry, I'm trying to think about this. There's 13 laws in total, and then there's Primordial Alchemy Law, Law of Nimbus Conquest, and then I'm trying to think of the other one. So I think there are actually maybe 6 laws that you can unlock. So it looks like I'm missing 2 laws, which are 7 Slaughtering Sword and Jade Purity. Because I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm missing Jade Purity Law and 7 Slaughtering Sword, which is the one that I want the most. And you can go on a wiki and check out the law page to see what how many laws there are and each law. Of course, I have the Merchant. Oh, they want to buy a Forming Pill? I wish I had one. So treasure items are worthless. Okay. So let's just see if they have anything that I want. Nope. And then the auction invitation can be used to do the auction. However, I don't really do the auction. Oh, I have 2 Poems of Sadness too, so I should be able to pretty much rob this merchant blind. I can show you guys what it looks like when you refine the Poem of Sadness. But I don't really need money right now, so I'm just gonna do refine one of them just to show you guys what that looks like. So I'm gonna use Weight of the Reaper on this bunny so I can get my Mass Chi back. Going up a little bit. Okay, so they died instantly because they didn't have that much lifespan. So this is why I like to have some turtles around, because they have all of the lifespan in the world. So I'm gonna Weight of the Reaper this turtle actually. Charity policy. As you can see, my Mass Chi is going up astronomically. I need to refine this. I need to check when the merchant leaves, by the way. So I need to refine this Poem of Sadness 11 times to increase its tier to tier 12. So I need at least 300,000 Mass Chi. I think it's tier 1. Yeah, it starts off as tier 1. So now I'm going to use Spectre Refinement on this Poem of Sadness. Find it 11 times. And then I'm just going to sell that to the merchant, so that I can just basically get all of their Spirit Stones. And I think the Poem of Sadness is bugged to behave this way, but it's pretty overpowered. Oops, I missed day 71. This is getting depressing, honestly. So this is an item that I'm getting from the mod that I downloaded from Tranan. This reduces attainment, the Panda Soul Jade. I like to use that mod though, because it's pretty useful. Snake Demon Scale, I want that. I'm just trading Beast Blood at this point because I've killed so many demon beasts, I can just trade their materials for cheap items. Then these guys are selling 5 dragon feces for cheap. Again, just going straight up with the demon blood. That actually wasn't bad. I got 5 dragon feces, so I can upgrade my arrays even further. But anyways, this guy expected refining with 100% chance because of the mod that I have. And sometimes when you refine things, they can become a spirit relic, so that also became a spirit relic. So let's try to trade with this guy again. These guys are sleeping, so I need to make sure. Oh, this guy is in battle with what? Oh, a demon beast. I must have missed this one. This guy's unconscious now. You can worry less about mortals once you get to Primordial Sphere though, because these cultivators can like heal limbs and all of that other good stuff. So I'll just start with feeding this guy a remedy pill because they have elemental injuries. And I'm running out of remedy pills, so that's whatever. Let's wake this guy up so you can trade with merchant. So you can see I have this tier 12 Poem of Sadness and it's worth 19,000 spirit stones. So now I can just rob the merchant blind. I want everything, please. I'll take that too. Honestly, I don't even care about these items. I do want this Vitata Elixir though, more than anything. So this can be used to generate sub-spirit, so I do want to use that too. And then I'll just take the auction invitation just to show you guys what that looks like. And then I have these 4 Eureka pills and I'm already farming a lot of them, so I'll just trade these Eureka pills. Or try to see if there's anything else that I can trade. I have spirit wood too. Go table, sheet music. Let's just start off with like cleaning up my inventory, because I do have a lot of rubbish items. Especially when it comes to gear, because I don't need any of this. However, I do want to make sure I can give my sex my favorite, so I'll check that too. So I'll just take this trade, 11,000 spirit stone. So I need like 11,700 or 10,700, sorry. Just changing numbers until I get it right. Cool. And then I want the 49, of course. And then besides that, let's see if there's any other items that I would like to trade to the merchant. No, I mean 11,000 spirit stone is a lot, so let me just sit with that and then check these sects to see if they have any favorites that are items that I might not want to trade. Tiger hide. So I traded them their weapons because I do want to get rid of this gear, but not if I need it. Okay, so there's nothing over here. So just these winter pants. That's the only thing. I'm glad I checked that then. Going to get these winter pants. Oh, do I not have winter pants? It's whatever. At this point I can just craft gear if I needed to, so I'm not too worried about that. So let me just start by trading everything here because I don't need any of it. I mean, bows are pretty nice, so actually I'll keep my bows. I typically put bows on my disciples just because they're ranged weapons, so I'll keep those, and then everything else must go. Sect uniforms, summer uniforms, anything that's not a bow. Same thing, and then pants that aren't tier 6. Or any clothing that's not tier 6. So that's expendable. Then let's see, in terms of materials, I think I'll just keep everything because I'm not starved for Spirit Stone, so I don't really need to sell them. Then I have these artifacts. I really only need like one artifact for my tiger to have an okay mood. So yeah, I'll get this final 1048, and I'm pretty much just like super rich to the point where I can start to assign agencies and give them 1,000 Spirit Stone too. And then speaking of agencies, I'll show you guys how I recruit. But I'm gonna, what was I gonna do? I don't know. Let's start off by crafting some more talismans for my guys. I do want to get 3 story talismans just to have that out of the way in terms of like increasing their mental state. Oh, and this vessel is very important to refine. Now that I can do that, so I'll refine this guy to tier 6 so that I can have a vessel again. Or I mean, I'll refine this one to tier 12. Looks like my guy ran out of chi. So let's just wear the Reaper, some poor animal, and you know, that's just life. It's mainly effective on these turtles. But I mean, they have good lifespan. Yeah, so I got some good chi from that one. Let's see what this guy has. What do you have for me? Thank you. So now that I do that, I can refine again. But yeah, if I really needed Matt Chief or Way the Reaper, I would just buy the turtle cages. So I have the tier 12 vessel now. I can use Soulmint. Also, you can have 1 vessel per each disciple. I'm just like cool with only 1 vessel. So now that I have the tier 12 vessel, they have like increased movement speed and durability, so they'll last very long, and then they move around like super duper fast. So I pretty much don't really need any disciples to be a peon anymore. So let's change that. This guy was a hunter. And then really no one needs to be a peon. And then let me just fix this work schedule overall. Yeah, I lost my 2 chefs. Nope, I don't want anyone to tailor if they're not good at it. I'll just move these guys to crafting and leave it like that. So now that all of my disciples are back, I'll have them consume these Eureka pills with their story talismans. I just need to make sure that they have an inventory slot to hold the story talisman. Let's take out this dark armor talisman. Remove the invisibility for now. Oh, they also need the Civil Prosperity talisman too, so they need 2 slots actually. And then remove the invisibility, and I definitely want to keep the Heaven Sent Departing Shadow. So I'll also have this guy create some civil prosperity talismans. As you can see, I'm just continuously creating talismans, not really running out, so that's just the benefit of having those spirit trees. Generate those Serenity Soul Gems and having the Hellgate. So now that that's done, I'll have these guys equip these talismans so that they can get more inspiration from their Eureka Pills. Let's just confirm all of this is equipped. Civil Prosperity, Heaven Sent, Story. Civil Prosperity. I just like to do everyone at one time. I do know that Mile 1 already has a lot of inspiration, but I'm just like, this just helps me think a lot less. Story. Okay, so they're good. And then this guy's good. So now I just go to these Eureka Pills and just hopefully this will be the last time that I'll need to consume Eureka Pills for a long time. So as you can see, my 1 is at 4 million inspiration. My 2 is at 900,000 inspiration. Just from one of those. My 3 is at 2 million almost. And then my 4 is at 1 million inspiration. So I'll have them all get Adventure Fly Speed manuals. I really just want Cloudwalker since it's cheap and it gives a good amount of Adventure Fly Speed. So yeah, once we do this, these guys will be traveling super quickly. And we're pretty much just on a hunt for those 2 laws that I'm missing, but also to farm more Eureka Pills. So now that that's done, I can unequip these talismans and go back to the talismans that I was using to unlock the laws, which are Heaven Sent, Invisibility, and Departing Shadow. Departing Shadow. And those events that I spawn do have a timer, so there's a case where like if I'm taking too long then I could lose them. However, it's not the end of the world because I can just spawn more, you know? So that's just nice to know. Heaven Sent, Invisibility, and Departing Shadow. Okay, so we're back to work. We're doing all the mandates and all the derivative calculations. Oh, these guys also need to all have derivative calculations, speaking of that. So Mount 2 just needs it. Let's go here. Derivative calculation. Now everyone is ready to do the mandates and traces of ancient books again. As you can see, their adventure times are really quick now, so it's 0.41 days to collect a mandate, so half a day. So these guys can get like 2 mandates a day if the location is far, and they can get like 5 a day if it's close. I don't remember if I clicked that or not, so I'm just going to click it again. It's really close, so it doesn't really matter. Who's this guy? He's not affiliated with a sect, but they do have high charisma. I wonder if I could make them join my sect and become an abbot. Ah, nope. So I've actually ran out of abbots. However, I do have agencies unlocked that I can use to recruit different disciples. So I'll just do that. When you're recruiting disciples during agencies, you can do that by clicking on one of the agencies that doesn't generate like material. So like Mount South, this one is like a produce agency, and it'll generate like whatever items that you can see here. However, these ones are like plotting, so they're mainly for gaining inspiration and recruiting disciples at the Spirit Master Hall. And to recruit them, you just click this button, and it's going to cost you 100 influence. And I have 210, and I'm generating a great amount each day, so I don't have to worry too much about that. However, the best time to recruit is 12 o'clock, so you want to wait, because the amount of disciples that come are based on, I believe, your sect rep and the time that you come. And this is interesting. Okay, so now I have a real challenge on my hands here. I have enemies with 20,000 max chi, 13,000, and 11,000. Okay, that's really scary. So since I had that, I think I'll definitely need to save my game, because I don't even know if I can survive that. However, I will try. Day 71. I'll just name it that since that's my main goal. Just to have that backup for this big fight that's about to happen. So I'll definitely need this guy to have the Dark Armor Talisman equipped. And they have a good artifact, so their artifact power is 330. The Dark Armor Talisman, and that's pretty much the only thing that I really have time to equip on this guy. So let me also unequip this so that they can pick up the Dark Armor Talisman and then begin to defend the site. So I have to move over here and then attack, Firestorm, and then I'll have the dog kind of like I think the dog can definitely beat this cat right here, but I would like to use my Defender Disciple for the rest of the guys. As you can see, I'm not really doing much damage, so I may actually need to bring my disciples back. Okay, they're trying. It's definitely a fight though. Definitely a hard fight. So I need to get this guy a little bit stronger now that I'm encountering these stronger invaders. But I think we should focus the cat, since the cat has the lowest max chi. So I'm just gonna YOLO this just to like kind of see what it looks like. And then I do have these other disciples that can help out, so let me actually have these guys all jump on the cat. Even though they don't have Dark Armor Talismans, I'm sure that they won't get aggroed. And then I also have this guy who has an artifact. 27 damage, that's laughable, but whatever. Let's collect these mandates. I already have Heaven's Son-in-Law, but I know that this guy doesn't have 10 con or 3 luck, so I'll just take that by force. As you can see, this guy's not doing anything. My red artifact, we already spoke about that. Primordial Alchemy, we know that one's good. Well, this guy he's definitely tanking them. So he's doing some good damage. Motion Severing, ooh, I'm getting lucky. So pretty much all of my guys are in the fight. With Huya being the main defender. Mao 2 is back, so they can help out in the fight. They should definitely be able to tank this snake. so I'll just have them attack. I'm just trying to confirm that all of these beasts are here. Oh, this cat right here. Okay, so this guy's dead, so I'll just continue to have my Huya focus whoever has the least amount of health. And then Mao 3 is back. Oh, this guy dropped a Prism Lotus. See, my Elder Disciple that's a hunter has really high hunting level, so I'm getting some good items. Oh wow, Outer One, you're greedy. You got the quality crafting epiphany again? Jeez. But yeah, I'm just trying to be just a little bit more careful, because these guys do have like way more match cheat than I'm used to seeing. But as you can see, the Sect Defender is, you know, still pretty sturdy. Still really good with the help with the dog. Got more Beast Blood, and then I got another Soul Pearl, and I got some more Beast Blood. That actually went way more. That went way better than I expected it to go. So I do want this guy to have those talismans to. I do want this guy to get stronger. So I'll get Civil Prosperity Talisman, and then I'll put on the Story Talisman just to increase their mental state a little bit. And there are other ways that I can increase their power. Like I can just make them really strong right now, even though they are a Golden Core Cultivator. However, I'm just too lazy to do all of that right now. I'm just going to continue to increase their spell power and just kind of let them cruise and just focus on other disciples, unless it becomes a real problem. So they have Civil Prosperity, and then I'll just do Tranquil Heart. I'll do the Story actually. And then we just had some disciples come back, so I know that I have some Eureka Pills. Just a matter of where they are. They're right here. Okay, so I have 3. So have this guy eat them. Let's see how much inspiration they gained. 600,000, that's perfect. And I do mainly want to use this guy for alchemy, so I don't want to learn too much, but I'll just go ahead and learn some spell power manuals just to increase their abilities to defend the sect. 800% bonus is really good, and then a base spell power increase is also really good. So this is going to significantly increase their power, and then I just got 1800 more. So let's see how much this Firestorm will do. And of course I need to reassign these guys to collect the mandates and everything. And hopefully I'll find 7 Slaughtering Sword again. Sometimes it'll take like a long time for you to find certain ones, but if you just keep doing it, you'll find it. Like I see people in the chat or Discord chat like complaining about not finding certain manuals, and I'm just like, you can't be that unlucky. Like it's just impossible. Like you'll eventually get all of the laws within like the first 10 days if you're on top of your game and doing mandates. And I'm not even on top of my game right now, and I already have all of them except for 2. So this guy now is doing 16,000 damage with Firestorm. Let's also try to learn a different spell for them to do some more damage. So NHE, this is one that you can pretty much spam, so that's really nice. And then I think that will be pretty much good. That's like the basic spell that you just want to have. It'll just keep doing damage, so I can like spam this because it has a low cooldown, so 4.7 seconds, so I can just spam this in between of using Firestorm. So then they'll definitely be good for defending the site.